Good morning, brothers and sisters. Today we're going to memorize Ephesians chapter 4, verse 15. I believe I already have memorized this one, but we're going to do the tutorial like I normally would. So you can go to My Verses. We're going to use the Scripture Typer app as always. Going to hit New Verse. It'll be Ephesians. Goodness. Here we go. Ephesians 4. Forgot where Ephesians was. Ephesians 4:15. Let's do I memorized the New International Version, so I'll stick with that. But my translation that I just finished is a little different. It actually resembles the NRSV, ESV, and ASB a little more. Anyway, we're going to just put this in a collection, verse of the day. It's always good to keep your verses categorized just for organizational purposes. Import text, you're going to save it. It'll be right back in that collection. Now, as always, we're going to be using the 3x3 method, which you're just going to do 3 steps at least 3 times. You're going to type it 3 times, memorize it 3 times, and master it 3 times. So the first step is to type it. By typing it, all you're going to do is type the first letter of each word, and the word should turn from gray to black. So instead, speaking the truth in love, we will grow to become in every respect the mature body of him who is the head, that is Christ. Ephesians 4:15. If you get something wrong, it'll turn red. It'll let you know. It should buzz, and it'll let you know at the end when you're finished with the verse how accurate you are. So we're going to do that 2 more times instead. Instead, speaking the truth in love, we will grow to become in every respect the mature body of him who is the head, that is Christ. Ephesians 4:15. And one more time. Instead, speaking the truth in love, we will grow to become in every respect the mature body of him who is the head, that is Christ. Ephesians 4:15. Now the second step is to memorize it. Hit memorize. It's going to take away half the words. So you're still going to type the first letter of each word, but as you can see, only half of the words are visible. So instead, speaking the truth in love, we will grow to become in every respect the mature body of him who is the head, that is Christ. Ephesians 4:15. Now this intermediate step is very important, and I think this is one of the main reasons why I really like this app, because you're, instead of going from fully writing the verse or typing the verse, just copying it, to making that leap from copying it to producing it from memory completely. This is like the halfway step where now you're just filling in the blanks. So one more time, or 2 more times instead. Speaking the truth in love, we will grow to become in every respect the mature body of him who is the head, that is Christ. Ephesians 4:15. And as always, I like to recite the verse, at least when I'm first memorizing it for the first time, because as you're reciting it, you're also hearing yourself recite it. You're also reading it, and you're also typing it. So you're interacting with the verse in many different ways simultaneously. So instead, speaking the truth in love, we will grow to become in every respect the mature body of him who is the head, that is Christ. Ephesians 4:15. And the last step is to master it. Now there's no on-screen helps, but you're still going to type the first letter of each word. So instead, speaking the truth in love, we will grow to become in every respect the mature body of him who is the head, that is Christ. Ephesians 4:15. I'm going a little faster because, like I said, I already memorized this verse in part of a larger passage from Ephesians 4. So instead, speaking the truth in love, we will grow to become in every respect the mature body of him who is the head, that is Christ. Ephesians 4:15. And one more time. And speaking the truth in love, we will grow to become in every respect the mature body of him who is the head, that is Christ. So once you've done it so many times, you'll be able to hear your own voice in your head, and that will help you along as well. Now, as you can see, it'll tell you what accuracy level you're at. Once you reach a certain threshold of accuracy, it'll advance your review frequency. That's just how often you have to review the verse. So initially it's set to daily. So if I do it hypothetically and I hit my threshold for accuracy, which for me, you can adjust your settings, but for mine I have it at 96%. So if I hit at least 96%, it'll advance to 2 days, and then 3 days, and then 4 days, so on and so forth. And one of the best things about this app is the review feature. Instead of worrying about which verses you have to catch up on or you have to brush up on, it keeps a track of everything for you, and it'll let you know which verses are coming up and how many you have to do, etc., etc. So learning it the first time is great, and this is a great way to memorize the verse, but the constant repetition, the constant review, and as you get more advanced, you won't have to review as often with those verses you've learned, but the review is something that's very important. So it's a great app. This is how I hopefully start each day, Lord willing, and just make it part of my routine, kind of like a spiritual discipline. So I highly recommend this app, highly recommend Scripture Typer. I'll put the translation and more context, just the biblical context, on CatchForChrist.net in a few minutes. And thank you for watching. Have a great day. God bless.